10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give us.
The coach here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school. And also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ritter back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 23. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. Zappi to throw on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Ritter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw, Zappi. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. We're scoreless after 1. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as we watch this long drive continue to begin quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Ritter. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 18. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. On 1st down, here's Zappi. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got Pruitt. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
2nd and 10. Once again, here's Zappi. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Pruitt, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ritter. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Willie Lanier. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a 1st down and not a touchdown.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 15 now. Zappi. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ready. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Let's go. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Ritter from the gun. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Brian Cushing coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Ritter to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Now Ritter. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Harris on the draw. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On second down, it's done. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, done. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A touchdown run there for the yard out. And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Ritter wants to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ritter. Connecting with Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Able to find Jones. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. The Charles are trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Ritter. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, but it's second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On the tackle, it was Dane Belton. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Option right side, Zappi. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie.